The Cruzer Edge USB flash drive from SanDisk is available in 1632 or 64 gigs. It features a retractable USB 2 connection, it's super lightweight, weighing in around 5 grams, and it's a USB flash drive. What else can I say? So anyway, without further intro needed, let's jump straight into the benchmark results, starting with a synthetic test. I ran the test 5 times to get an average write speed of around 4.5 megabytes a second and a read speed of 26 megabytes a second. Looking at these results, it's on par with other SanDisk USB 2.0 drives, and if you're wondering, I did use my MacBook Pro's USB 3 port to run these tests. For something more realistic, I transferred a 1GB file to see how well it performs, copying the same file from my MacBook's internal SSD to the drive and then copying the same file back to the computer. In this example, it took 3.5 minutes to write the file to the USB drive with an average speed of around 5 megabytes a second, and copying the same 1GB file back to the computer took around 40 seconds with an average speed of around 25 megabytes a second. Read speed, that is. Sometimes synthetic benchmarks are not very representative of the real world, but it's interesting to see that the results are quite similar in this case. The question is, should you buy it? If you don't need anything bigger than 64 gigs or don't need constant fast data access, then yeah, it works just fine. Say you're using it to copy small documents for work or college, not heavy massive files, or do people just use online storage these days? In our case, we used it to store images and videos to play back on the TV at work, which only had a USB 2 port anyway. Although the initial transfer speed is quite slow, but once it's copied over, everything played back just fine. Just like with my other Cruzer Fit USB drive from SanDisk, which I've made a video about previously, link in the description down below. We also use this day and night at work for 5 years literally, and it's still running fine. So reliability seems to be okay. If you are interested in buying one, there's a link in the description down below. However, if you need something faster or bigger in capacity, maybe you can check out my video on the SanDisk Ultra USB 3 flash drive instead. Okay, that's it for today's video. I hope you found it interesting in some way. Thank you very much for watching as always, and my name is Joe, and I'll see you in the next one.